Don't compound your mistakes.
Okay.
Right? So the worst thing that you can do in basketball is pick up a 84-foot foul or a 94-foot foul. That's the worst thing that you can do in basketball. So here's what I mean by that. On the high school level, the court is 84 feet by 50 feet. On the college level and the pro level, the court is 94 by 50. All right. So the court on the elementary level and on the high school level, the court is 84 by 50. It's 84 feet long, 50 feet wide. On the college level, it's 94 feet long, 50 feet wide. So if you don't understand the dimensions of the basketball court, you can't really use it to your advantage. So the worst thing you can do in basketball is pick up a 94-foot foul. Pick up an 84-foot foul, meaning that you missed the layup, now you come right back, the person grabbed the rebound, you're trying to get the ball, now you pick up a foul. So you don't want to do that, all right? So the three things that we're going to talk about is in basketball, you have to make adjustments, right? So you got to make adjustments on the fly in life and in basketball. So like now, during this time, we got to make, adjustments. As you were saying earlier, Kay, the coach went to a full court press toward the end of the game. If he should have did it, if he shouldn't have did it, but you have to make adjustments. If the teachers say, okay, we're going to have a test tomorrow, and you thought that the test was going to be next week, well, now you got to make adjustments to your learning habits. You got to make adjustments to your study habits. So in making those adjustments, I want to give you three main things to really think about. And the first thing is you have to know your role, right? So the first thing, you got to know your role. So you got to knowing your role means that you got to know your strength, and then you got to know what you bring to the team. That's knowing your role, right? And so when you with your trainers or when you working out, most people tell you to work on your what? Your strengths or your weaknesses. What do most people tell you to work on?
Your weakness.
Yep. Now, again, the same way with shooting 100 shots, and we know that that's wrong. You need to make 100 shots. That's totally different. You don't want to work on your weaknesses. You want to work on your strengths, right? Work on your strengths, develop your weakness. Does that make sense? Right? So work, like you want to work on your strengths. If you know that your strength is shooting, you want to work on your strengths. If you know that one of your weaknesses, let's say, is your left hand, now you want to develop your left hand. So what does that mean? If you're in the gym for an hour, you want to spend 45 minutes of that hour working on your strengths. And then the other 15, you want to spend that developing your weakness, because that looks totally different, right? People tell you to work on your weaknesses, but if you're in the gym, Abdul, for an hour working on your weaknesses, what's going to eventually happen to your strength?
Disappear.
It's going to disappear. Did that make sense, Kaden?
Yeah.
So, like, you want to intentionally, right? And this is going to put you leaps and bounds above everybody. You want to intentionally work on your strengths. So the things